movie I'm going to talk about Bridge and how to rename files with Bridge. And the first thing we need to do is open Bridge, which is right here, the Adobe CC Bridge, which shows up in the dock. If it doesn't show up in the dock, we can go up here to the corner and hit this magnifying glass and type in Adobe Bridge, and it will find that for us. And that will open. And as you can see, what it is just basically a large file browser which will look at files on the computer. You can change the size of the window. We have different modes here if you want to see things in different ways. We can customize our own. You can see that mine is a little more customized because metadata, keywords, collections, those things have been moved over here. And what I like to do is set up a couple of different windows. So I like my content window to be a little bit smaller, and then my preview window to be bigger, and then filter and other things I like over here. You can do it however you want, but I'll just show you why I like those. But the first, when we look at the desktop right now is where this is pointing. You can see that it's showing these files there. I have a external hard drive connected, and I've dragged this Wander folder from that with some images in it. If you want to see the drives connected to the computer, you can just hit computer and it'll show you those drives. We can also navigate the whole computer by window, or excuse me, by folder if you'd like. So, but I'm just going to go to the desktop and then double click here on this. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of images in here, 48 of them total. And you can change the thumbnail size if you want there, which is in content. And then when you click on one, let's say you want to look at one closer, you can see that now that blows it up in the preview window. I'm going to click here so it makes it full screen. And that's what I like. I like to be able to see my images big, and then thumbnails, it helps me kind of sort through them. So let's rename all these files because they have these strange camera names that have been given. So I'm going to just click on one here in the content area, and then I'm going to go to File, Edit, Select All, or Apple A, Command A will select all of those images. And now I go to Tools. First one right here says Batch Rename. And then this comes up. And in some cases we might have a couple of different ones. You can see that there are a bunch of different options here, but for our purposes I only want to have two. And you can add and subtract these. We can also move them around if you want to have one on the top. But what I want to do is basically have these two where I can type in a bit of text and then have a sequence number. So now the bit of text that I'm going to do is this here, I'm just going to type in my name. We could eliminate that if we wanted to. And then what kind of image that or project that's related to. So in this case, I'm going to use this as composition. And then the sequence number starts at 1 and has 4 digits. So you can see kind of what's been created from this new file name naming convention. And then the current file name. So this is the current file name. And then this is what it's going to become. And then what we're going to have is 1 through 48. So 48 images will be renamed. So that's how that works. You can see they'll be renamed in the same folder. So when I hit rename, boom, you can see that all of these have been renamed. Nice and clean and fast. So that's how you rename images in Bridge.